Indiana's coach Jeff Mercer is joined by Josh Pyne. Coach, if you could please start with an opening statement.
Yeah, just another really resilient performance from the kids. They're just, we talked about it all along. I know that there were times this year that we didn't play great, and I know earlier in the year we struggled a little bit and we scuffled, and the guys in the locker room, the resiliency and the toughness to just fight your way through it. We're a good team. Maryland's a great team. But we're a good team too, and the kids in the locker room just kept believing, they kept fighting. There was a point in time where it didn't look like we'd be in a position to be in the tournament, and I understand the expectations at Indiana are to be in the tournament and to be a really good program, to be a great team, and we accept those. But it doesn't take away the fact that we weren't in that position earlier in the year. And the way that guys like Josh showed up and fought every day and had great pride to represent Indiana and the program the right way and to continue to fight and to get into this tournament and then to go out and to play as well as we've played and continue to fight. And 2 extra inning games. I'm very thankful and very proud of them. All of them. They're just doing a great job competing and found a way to win up late. I love them. I'm very proud of them, especially obviously this guy today.
We'll now take a question for Josh.
Josh, I know I've asked you this before, but what is with your ability in 2-out RBI situations?
It's just like staying with our approach that the coaches preach and just staying through the middle of the field, not trying to do too much really, just trying to put a ball up the middle, and it's really just that simple. You just can't get worked up. You got to just focus on the pitch and nothing else around you.
You also were very impressive with the glove and with the arm today. I think you had one play in which I think you were on the line and you managed to get the throw over. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I enjoy playing on natural surfaces, and there were a few balls today where if we weren't on natural surfaces, it may have changed the game. Hops on turf, just kind of, especially down third baseline, take big hops and sometimes get over the head. So, it's just kind of staying true to what Simmons has taught me and to what to do with the glove, and just backspinning balls across the diamond I find is really important. Whenever you have a throw that long, just trying to backspin the ball and just make an accurate throw and trust Brock over there.
How important do you think it was, the hit that you got after Maryland took the lead? You guys didn't score there, but it almost kind of felt like the air was coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just, I think it just got some stuff rolling, and hitting's contagious, and it really is. There's been multiple times where we've been no hit through 6 innings, and then all it takes is just one single. We just start rolling, and it's hard to stop us whenever we get going.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. You're good to go.
If you hang out, we'll go back together, okay?
We'll now take questions for Coach.
Okay. Would it be safe to say, I'm just going to base this based on what you've said before, that you didn't feel off the bat that Braydon Tucker was going to be quite the right matchup for Maryland?
Yeah, we didn't. To be honest with you, we tried to use Kraft to mix up the looks. We were trying to get one time to the lineup. When Perkins was in, I think he was facing on lane, he gives up the hit. I'm on a breaking ball. The question was, were we getting Kraft there or to stay with Perkins and the righties after that? We felt like a better matchup. And once we're going to get through that, we're going to try to use Kraft and the changeup to be able to give us some length, and then to try to give him a little bit of a different look before we went back to Tucker, which was not the same look as Jack, but a similar profile. And I was wrong, and now I'll gladly admit it. I got thick skin. So Tucker was incredible. He landed the changeup, which is something they've worked on a ton, and was able to land the slider. Earlier in the year he had those 3 pitches, and then there a little bit kind of lost the feel for him, but was able to get him back at the right time. It was hard to do that. So he ended up being a great matchup and did an incredible job. He came in a really tough situation. You get the pop-up bunt over his head, and chaos ensues, which took great toughness and fortitude to just settle in, not let the runner on second base score, and then it gave us an opportunity to just continue to play the game. So he ended up doing a great job, was able to get up and in, which is what Perkins was able to do. Ellie executed that elevated fastball well, and then the combination of that with the off-speed landing gave him a lot of width on the plate to get up and then get back out over with the off-speed and kept him in between, and he was terrific.
What's the status of Hunter Jesse at this point?
Not awesome, I would say. He got hurt and he was hurting bad. That at bat where you come out and check on him and he is injured, and we just don't have, with Copy being out and some of those guys being out, we just don't have a ton of depth, and we'll use Mercer late as a defensive replacement or a pinch runner, so I didn't want to use him early. So he goes up and gets that base hit with an injury. And the kid's got tears in his eyes, battling his tail off. Ends up being a huge run, right? That ends up taking us to extra innings. And once it got late, once he got through the next couple of bats, we had to get him out of there. And Go Forth has been a really good bat off the bench for us, and I was trying to wait for the right time to use him. He comes up. I know Joe played ball. We put a ball in play. We scored a run, tied the game. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'll have to check on Hunter if he's available for the next game.
Okay. Any thoughts on who you're gonna pitch against Rutgers?
It'll be a combination of Stahl, Medunio, Hayden, Holderfield, that group of guys. John threw well against them in the past, and some of those guys have mixed it well against those guys in the past. So when we went there and lost 3 close games, so we've had success against them, and I think the combination of those guys should be able to keep us in the ballgame.
What does it mean to take the number 10 team in the country to extra innings twice and eliminate them?
Well, it's a great testament to the kids. Like I said in the opening statement, I know there's been times earlier in the year that we weren't playing great baseball. A lot of young guys, a lot of new guys, a lot of guys in different roles. But for them to be able to trust themselves, trust each other, work with the coaches, and believe in the vision of just playing your best baseball at the end of the season. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, the outside noise, the outside perceptions, all that matters are the voices in the locker room. And we had great belief in the kids. They had great belief in each other. And you just keep trying to get better every day. And Maryland's a terrific team, as good of a team as the Big Ten's had in a long time. And to be able to go out and go toe-to-toe with them twice. And then we had an opportunity to put the game away the other night, and we didn't do it, to be in a similar situation. And then to go and do it, again, it's just more growth and more experiences for those kids again and again, to put them in that situation, and then to find a way to fight your way out of it. I think it says a lot about them in their belief and their fight and their continued investment to work every day. Those guys, like everybody is this time of the year, they're beaten down, they're beat up, everybody's hurt. So it's a mental thing at this point, to play through injuries and play through pain and find a way to just refuse to quit. Maybe you lose, maybe you get beat, maybe you get hit in the mouth and you get beat, but a sure second won't be because you quit or you stop fighting or you stop trying to get better. And that's the kind of the mantra of those kids, and I'm sure I'm proud of them.